Unbreakable Spirit, Wilson celebrates Team Jamaica's courageous world champs journey. In the cool August night of Tokyo, 2025, the world watched as Team Jamaica took to the track and field at the World Athletics Championships. The green, gold, and black of the Jamaican flag rippled through the stadium stands, a sea of fans singing reggae choruses, chanting "One love, one heart, one team." To the world, Jamaica had always been known as a sprinting powerhouse. From the days of Usain Bolt, Veronica Campbell-Brown, and Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, the island had written its name in glittering gold across the canvas of track and field history. But 2025 was different. Jamaica's athletes were not entering these championships as overwhelming favorites, but as warriors burdened with expectations, challenges, and stories of resilience. Injuries had plagued some of their biggest stars. Rising talents carried the pressure of filling the shoes of legends, and the world doubted whether Jamaica's sprint dynasty was fading into history. One voice, however, rang with unshakable faith, that of head coach and mentor, Donovan Wilson. A former 400m runner himself, Wilson had become the spiritual leader of the Jamaican team. More than medals, he spoke about character. More than victory, he emphasized courage. His words before the championships echoed like scripture among his athletes. Gold fades, records break, but courage is eternal. We run not just for medals, but for every child back home who believes Jamaica's heartbeat is their own. Chapter 1. Shadows of Greatness. Every generation of Jamaican sprinters had to wrestle with the weight of history. For the women, the comparisons were always to the Queen herself, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. For the men, the giant shadow of Usain Bolt loomed large, his world records almost mythic, his charisma unmatched. At the 2025 World Championships, Team Jamaica entered with an odd mixture of pressure and doubt. The Americans, led by Noah Lyles and Sha'Carri Richardson, were in their prime. The British, Dutch, and even Canadians had growing sprint stars. Jamaica's dynasty seemed at risk. But Wilson gathered his team on the eve of the championships. No fancy speeches, just a circle, their hands stacked together, as he told them, "We are not chasing ghosts of the past. We are carving our own story. Our greatness is not in medals, but in our spirit. Run free." Chapter 2. Trials and Triumphs. Women's 100-meter heats. Kimber Nelson, the young firecracker, lined up against the best in the world. The crowd buzzed with names like Richardson and Ashersmith. Few placed Nelson in their betting slips. But when the gun fired, Nelson blasted from the blocks like lightning splitting the Tokyo sky. She held her form, driving through the line to qualify for the semifinals. It wasn't a win. It wasn't a record. But it was grit. Her determination lit the team's energy. Men's 200-meter drama. Oblique Seville, Jamaica's quiet storm, entered the 200m with something to prove. Injuries had slowed him in 2024, and critics whispered that his moment had passed. The semifinal was brutal, Lyles on his inside, Letzal Tobago outside. Seville dug deep, every muscle straining. He finished third, sneaking into the final by hundredths of a second. The roar from the Jamaican fans was deafening. For them, just reaching the final was already a triumph. Chapter 3. Relay of Dreams. No story of Jamaican athletics is complete without the relays. The 4x100 meter is not just a race, it's a ritual, a heartbeat of the island. For Wilson, it was the event that could bind the team spirit. Women's 4x100 meter. The women's team had been written off. America's powerhouse lineup looked untouchable. But Wilson reminded them, the baton is not just wood, it's the soul of Jamaica. Pass it with love. Run with pride. No team is stronger than our unity. When the gun fired, Jamaica's first leg exploded out, keeping stride with the Americans. The second leg stumbled but recovered. The handoffs were clean, smooth, practiced to perfection. On the anchor leg, Nelson ran as if every heartbeat of Jamaica was pushing her forward. They crossed the line third. Bronze. To the world, just another medal. But to Jamaica, it was proof. The dynasty was not dead. Men's 4x100 meter. The men's team had the toughest task, to face Lyle's U.S. squad. The stadium braced for an American show. But Jamaica had other plans. From the first exchange, the Jamaicans ran fearlessly. Smooth transitions, lightning speed. On the anchor, Seville took the baton, chasing Lyle stride for stride. The American edged ahead, But Seville never broke, crossing second. Silver. And yet, the cheers from Jamaicans in the stands were as loud as if it had been gold. Chapter 4. Courage Beyond Medals. Not every story was about podium finishes. Some were about defiance in the face of struggle. Janive Russell, battling injury, still ran the 400-meter hurdles with sheer bravery, finishing 7th but inspiring younger teammates with her refusal to quit. Natoya Goultoping, in her final major championship, ran the 800 with passion, bowing out to a standing ovation. Wilson celebrated each effort, each moment of resilience, as though they were victories. He reminded reporters, "Every athlete who steps on this track carries the weight of Jamaica's dreams. Medal or not, they are all champions of courage." Chapter 5. Wilson's words. After the championships, the media gathered around Wilson. Some expected excuses, injuries, transition phases, lack of resources. Instead, he smiled, eyes burning with pride. "Look at our team. Every one of them fought. We medaled, yes, but more importantly, we showed the world that Jamaica's spirit cannot be broken. We rise, we stumble, we rise again. That's who we are." The headline the next morning read, "Unbreakable Spirit, Wilson celebrates Team Jamaica's courageous world champs journey." Chapter 6. Back home. When Team Jamaica returned to Kingston, the welcome was overwhelming. Crowds filled the airport, steel drums and reggae rhythms echoing through the night. Children waved flags, old women sang church hymns, young men shouted respect. The athletes, tired but glowing with pride, stood on stage as Wilson addressed the nation. "These athletes are your sons and daughters. They are proof that courage is our greatest inheritance. Today, we do not celebrate medals. We celebrate spirit. We celebrate Jamaica." Epilogue. A legacy of spirit. History will always remember the golden eras, the records, the global dominance. But 2025 was different. It wasn't about domination. It was about resilience. For Team Jamaica, Tokyo was not the end of a dynasty, but the rebirth of one. Their courage, unity, and refusal to bow to doubt created a story larger than medals. It was a reminder that Jamaica's true power is not just speed, it's heart. And so, under Wilson's guidance, a new generation rose. Their journey became a testament to every Jamaican child running barefoot on dusty tracks, dreaming of green, gold, and black glory. Because in the end, medals may tarnish, but the unbreakable spirit of Jamaica, that, forever, shines gold. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.